on Friday, March 9th at 7:20 p.m. One of the most shocking and twisted incidents ever recorded befell Sarah Murphy and her father. Their ordeal lasted 88 minutes. Witness these true events in real time.
Great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
But I'm watching this movie, and I feel like if you're gonna be in a horror movie, you have to allow your imagination to go to so many crazy and weird and dark places. So I was wondering, when you're shooting this movie, what are some of the darkest places you allowed your imagination to go?
Well, that's a little too personal.
Oh, I didn't mean to get into that kind of stuff.
No, but for me, I just normally have a very fatalistic imagination.
Really?
Yes. And so it's kind of fun. It's a lot of fun to let your imagination to go to those places. And I would have nightmares while we were filming.
Really?
Yeah, just because you're thinking about these things all day. It just clearly is in your subconscious, and that's what comes out in your dreams.
Right. And we were talking earlier before the camera started rolling about we're both younger siblings. Do you think it came from the fact that our older siblings made us watch these movies growing up?
Well, my brother and I, I would love anything he loved. Like I wanted to be his double, and I even wanted to be a boy like him, and I just loved watching the movies. I loved it when he would let me sit in.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, sweetie.
I checked your Facebook page. What's his name wrote on your wall again?
God, I should never have added you. How long's it been since you were out here?
A long time. Years.
What are you doing here now?
Dad?
One of my favorite Hitchcock quotes, and he said one time, is that the way he gets rid of his fears is that he makes movies about them, which I thought was really interesting. So I was wondering, if you were going to make a movie about one of your fears to be able to get rid of it, what would that movie be about?
Gosh, something that has to do with the ocean. That's why I refuse to
Have you
see
seen Open Water?
No, but this is the thing. I'm terrified of sharks and open water. Genuinely do not like it. And my brother is obsessed with that movie, so when it came out, I knew all about it, and so when I found out that they're the ones directing this, I trust my brother's judgment like it was my own.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm going for it.
It's a good call.
And I had zero interest in still watching Open Water because I know it would be terrifying. The trailer terrifies me.
Do they know that you refuse to watch their movie?
I don't know if we've had that conversation. I don't know. Maybe. I think it might have come up
That's
at
almost
some
a compliment.
point. I'm too scared.
What are you doing?
I just thought I heard something upstairs. Daddy? Dad?
I feel like when it comes to female horror victims, there's so many different cliches that actresses can fall into, especially over the last 30 years. It's kind of like one of those roll your eye kind of moments.
Yeah.
And I love that you avoided all of them. So I was wondering, were there certain things you wanted to make sure that you avoided, any particular cliches you didn't want to fall into?
No, I don't think of things as in comparison, because I just thought that this film was psychologically rich, and so you just focus on what you can do to just have this young girl go through this hour and a half of real fear in real time and figure out how to sculpt that and not think about anything else.
Right.
Oh my God, Daddy, what did they do to you? Hang on, I'm gonna go get help.
Obviously I can't sit across from you without saying I was just blown away by the single shot aspect of the entire film, and so many times I forgot that it was happening.
Which is so cool.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just a different way of telling a story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously, this film can do it. Most other horror films can't justify doing something like that.
Right.
But if you could think back at your favorite horror movie moments, maybe a single moment that would have been cool to see done in a single shot, which one would you like to have seen done?
In the French horror movie Them, there's all this plastic wrap in the attic, and that was the most terrifying scene in that whole movie for me. So,
I love that movie.
I really I really would just want it. I would love that. I would just love plastic everywhere. And we used a little bit of plastic.
Right. There's something really weird and creepy about plastic. Where you
About
can,
people near
exactly.
behind plastic.
Because you can kind of see them, but not quite see
Yeah.
them. You're like freaking me out in this interview. But give me the wrap. It's always such a pleasure talking with you. Thank you so much for your time. I'll look forward to talking to you again.
Awesome.
Take care, guys.
I think I found a way out.
Please. Oh, God.
Who are you?
Why are you doing this to us?